Hello, my name is Elisa Riley. I'm Claravine's Director of Product Marketing, and I'm excited to welcome you to today's webinar, Build at Scale, Correct in Seconds, and Launch with Confidence. It's a chance to discover several of Claravine's new features and see them in action. Leading today's webinar is our Chief Technology and Product Officer, Bernard Kionda. Today, Bernard will provide a very brief introduction to Claravine for those a little less familiar with us. Then we'll dive into several exciting solutions. We'll also provide some resources for you to go deeper into the topics we're covering today and share exactly how to get started, whether you're a customer or somebody who's just interested in up-leveling their data standard strategy. And with that, I'll hand things off to Bernard.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Elisa. This afternoon, I'm excited to be here. First, a quick introduction to Claravine if you're new to us and our solutions. Claravine is the data standards company. We help marketing teams create persistent data relationships, ensuring clean, consistent data at scale, so brands can trust their data, work collaboratively, and optimize their performance. Our marketing metadata management platform counts over a quarter of the Fortune 100 and their agencies as customers. And we're proud to work with a number of great partners to deliver data standard solutions to these brands for asset and creative management, campaign orchestration, activation, tracking, and measurement. Today, we're excited to share some of the ways we're helping customers get to market faster with data that's measurement and AI ready. We're doing this by focusing on several areas. Expanding the automation of manual processes that are task-based today and can be solved with reasoning using AI. The second is creating global flexible solutions capable of adapting multiple clients across regions. Third, empowering decision makers by connecting campaign performance signals that enable performance forecasting by understanding past successes. 4, embedding Claravine inside your workflows. That's through our integrations, our API, and external experiences. And finally, extending into new marketing ecosystem where your campaign data is used. As we share our latest innovation, you'll see that we're keeping these areas of focus in mind as we work hard to help you, our customers, ensure clean, consistent data at scale. So let's begin with a challenge that will probably resonate with many of you. Marketing teams are under pressure to move fast, but manual campaign setup can be slow. They can slow things down. Building campaign names, IDs, and tracking parameters by hand is error-prone, creating downstream issues in reporting, measurement, and attribution. That's why Claravine is set up to help teams generate data that aligns to their organization's data standard, helping minimize these errors. However, we know that filling the rows of data manually, even with the guardrails and tools that Claravine provides to speed things along, still takes time. And with limited bandwidth and an increasing volume of campaign to launch, teams are struggling to keep up. Did you know that manually generating a row of data averages 30 seconds to 2 minutes based on complexity? For large campaigns, this quickly translates into hours and days of work. For many marketers, it's a trade-off between getting to market fast and ensuring actionable, measurable data. But what if we could solve for both? Meet Claravine, the Claravine AI Agent. This new feature automates naming and ID generation across thousands of rows in seconds, eliminating manual steps, reducing errors, and accelerating speed to launch. With a prompt, teams can generate structured taxonomy-compliant metadata that scales with confidence and consistency. Your team sets campaign goals in the chat, refines, then generates names or unique IDs in seconds. The data generated uses your Claravine account taxonomy and list and there is always a human in the loop to review the agent's work. So let's take a look. So here we have, as an example, a campaign that's been defined in Claravine. It has objectives, it has campaign status, it has an ad set status, it has a daily budget, it has all of the parameters that are needed for you to be successful. And your prompt is to create a taxonomy with specific attributes using the campaign parameters that are there, where Claravine, our Claravine AI agent, provides you the ability to confirm that this is what you really want or update based on what you decide to update in your prompt. And the outcome is hundreds and thousands of rows generated in seconds, and that you can submit as well immediately after. What you can do with this is you can export it, bring it back to your favorite media platform or where you're working here in Meta, for example, import the placements, the ads that you've generated, and then set them to active and activate them, now in a space of a few minutes. So next, we're excited to share another time and data saving solution. One of our platform superpowers has been its ability to flag error and missing data. The Claravine platform reviews each row of your data set against your defined data standards, and we alert you to metadata that needs attention, that needs resolution. This helps you send fixes back to the platform of origin and correct data before it's used in analytics or even in your campaign. However, fixing metadata errors can be time-consuming, especially when you're dealing with high volumes of data. Teams need to edit rows field by field and potentially delaying campaign launches, accurate measurement, and wasting valuable hours. The result? Some teams are putting off corrections or even skipping them altogether because they take too long. But what if we could help you make those corrections faster, much faster? So we're introducing Smart Correct. This new feature takes the pain out of metadata cleanup. Once Claravine has identified errors in the dataset, it's easy to use Smart Correct to apply corrections, align with your data standards, your own data standards automatically. Using your Claravine accounts taxonomy and your list, our AI reviews errors and suggests corrections. So whether you're looking at a handful of fixes or thousands of rows, you can complete your corrections in minutes, reducing bottlenecks and keeping campaigns on track. So let's take a look. So here we have a campaign being imported from Meta, from Facebook. Placement names, we decode them, we parse them, we find errors. These are the reds that you find in Claravine, and great, you can go solve them field by field and finding correction. What you can do now, it's by a simple click, our AI generates what should be the predicted value of these errors and provide you with a solution for them. You can review them, you can accept them, and only focus on the errors that we could not resolve, which are a very small subset, and submit in a matter of seconds. We generate those thousands at a time and therefore accelerating the error resolution process. So if you're ready to increase your volume of measurement and AI-ready data without the team pushback, join this pilot. Your feedback will further guide our capability and others like it. So reach out to your customer team. And if you're not a customer, would still welcome the chance to explore this capability with you. As a quick reminder, recommending corrections for your data isn't new to us at Claravine. So some of you may be using our taxonomy translation tool. Just like Smart Correct, this feature uses an LLM, in this case, to automate the mapping, the alignment, the transformation of different taxonomies. And also, like Smart Correct, recommendations are aligned to the data standards you've set. And your teams are always in control of reviews. We won't go into this feature deeply today. This is, we've announced this last month. But if you'd like to learn more about mapping taxonomies between brands, regions, teams, and tools, please reach out to our team. Next, we have some exciting news to share. Claravine was proudly awarded a US patent for similarity detection and content ID technology. So through our computer vision capabilities, we're able to generate a unique content ID for customers' image and video assets, wherever they live in your marketing ecosystem. A user simply submits a media asset via integration or API into the Claravine dataset. We evaluate the asset using perceptual and non-perceptual data, and we generate a unique content ID based on matches or similarities. The ID is then stored alongside your other metadata in your dataset for further action. And why is this so powerful? Like your other metadata, this ID becomes a persistent identifier across your various data sets. It means you can identify, trace, measure your assets across each phase of your campaign, from planning to delivery to activation, wherever they live in the wild. And along the way, you can tie all of your other data, tracking codes, business context, campaign details to this ID. This results in a creative chain of custody, from planning to reporting and insights, helping you understand usage and performance and giving you better insights to fuel future creative planning and GenAI. Then, when these different data assets are sent to your downstream tools with our Content ID, and here we're showing Snowflake, you can make seamless connection between your Content ID and the other data metadata, providing then important context to your marketing work. And you can finally understand the unique or similar assets that exist across your brand and agency, DAMs and asset repositories, and paid media. And you can also trace and measure their performance and their use with that single ID. But that's not all. We have several other features that you should not miss. First, patterns are a key component of many customer data sets. Like other IDs, we generate, they are a valuable key built from variables you enter, used to connect your metadata together in downstream systems. Until now, patterns were locked once generated, even if the fields that they are built on were to change. We've unlocked that, so you can now regenerate them. So that's an area of work of product and a product capability that you should reach out your customer team about. Next, we've expanded submission approvals to managers. So if you add a manual review step to specific data sets, you can widen your pool of reviewers. If you're interested, again, contact your customer team. And finally, admins may have noticed that a new area of their navigation is available. So the new user activity log is a great resource to help you scale the platform with confidence, whether you're auditing recent changes, diving deep into usage patterns in the platform, looking at how changes from your team's impact operation. If you haven't visited this specific area of the product, look at it. It's in the organization menu, and you can see the user activity log. That gives you a clear view into how your system is being optimized by your team. So as we wrap, a quick slide of other new features we have available. We'd be happy to set time up with you to walk through them. That's taxonomy translation, Snowflake data sharing, Salesforce marketing cloud engagement connector, new and enhanced APIs, and a dashboard of updates that gives you a view into what's happening in your taxonomy and your campaign.